Good morning. Today we're going to start the floor system and we're going to discuss the fibers, but I couldn't help but share the mop again with this new black pole. It's just striking right now. It's same thing except this pole is actually made from all recycled materials, so that lowers our footprint again in the world. So that's really cool. So I'm going to discuss the fibers, the indoor fibers today, the extreme fibers tomorrow, and then I'll do a little kind of floor thing with how to put the fibers on and how to manipulate it around and get the most out of your mop. So today we're going to start with the dust. Again, we did discuss the dust fibers when we talked about the living zone, but this is an amazing fiber. So this fiber, because these fibers are wrapped around when they sit on the mop goes in here, and all this is what hits your floor and your wall. So nothing ever scratches because you've got all this as a buffer zone. So just so as a comparison, if you're using a regular sponge mop, this is what you have. If you're using a steam cleaner, this is what you have. And if you have Enyo, this is what you're using. So that's the biggest difference with Enyo, other than we clean a lot better, and we can get it done faster because we're so much bigger. So anyway, the dust fiber is built the same way as the dust glove and the ones in the Flexi. It has the short fibers and the longer fibers. So the longer fibers help scoop everything, all the big particles into the shorter fibers, and it collects in there. And so when after you're dusting, you just take it outside and give it a little shake or hit it on your railing or whatever. So this again, the static charge creates itself when you're dragging it, mopping it along the floor. And that static charge is what picks up the dust and dust particles, and it clings to that static charge in the fibers and stays there. So nothing gets dispersed in your house. And if you pick up all the dust particles and all the little dust, then dust mites and other organisms have nowhere to live. Their habitat is in here. So you're going to take this up and dust it, shake it outside. So everything will now be outside. So that's why this is such a great fiber for anybody that suffers from asthma or any kind of respiratory disease, because this is not going to let anything get strewn around. It's just going to pick it up. So this is amazing. It will go on your floors. Now again, if your floors are really dirty, you'll find that it's sticking or it's leaving maybe lines again like it was on your furniture. So that just means you need to wash your floor. So, and it can go up your walls, it can go on your ceiling. It's just really, really versatile. I always encourage everybody to get one of these when they're thinking about washing fibers, just because I dust way more than I wash. So very essential. So now we have the soft fiber. So this is a tufted material, and it's for what we call the smooth floors without a lot of texture. So smooth floors, polished floors, this all in high gloss floors like your high gloss marble and stones. But it's also great for floors that are really hard to, when they say, oh, this one can't have water and this one is whatever. This floor fiber will do all your waxed, your oiled floors, your non-sealed floors, real wood, cork. It'll do linoleum. So it's going to do all your flat floors, but it will do that floor that you've been warned, don't put water on it. This is the one you're going to use. And you can just spritz it, and we'll talk about that later, but you can just control the water you put on this with your spray bottle. So this is amazing. And this is also a good dry behind. If you had to use the medium because you had a real mess on your hand, then you could just take this behind and it would really dry everything up for you. So, and leave a streak-free shine, which is the big deal. Okay, so this is the medium. Now this medium is a woven fabric, and it's kind of, they call it your all-rounder. the general floor fiber for anything that's just a normal, conventional floor fiber, floor material. And so this one will do more textured, more grout lines, more dirt. It does leave more water behind, and sometimes if you have this one, you will need to dry it up. You can just, again, control the amount of water you're going to put on this. So for laminates, PCV, vinyl, tiles that are glossy and rough, ceramic, stones, natural stones, or even artificial stones like slate, limestone, granite, marble, concrete, some cork or artificial laid or cast stones too. So this will do more of your bumpy textured surfaces. This will also, if you've had product on your floor and you're just getting into Enyo, you might need a medium floor to get that product off and recover that shine. I've had to use the the strong fibers to save somebody's floor before, but this one usually will get all that product up. You may have to wash it 2 or 3 times just to get that stuff gone, but then you'll notice a huge difference. And if it is a flat floor, you can continue with the soft, or if it's a textured floor, then you might want to just stay with your medium and just control the amount of water you put on, because that's what's going to see your streaks, if you have streaks. And if you have dark wood, you really want to kind of stay with this soft wood, because dark wood will really show your streaks because of water left behind. So these are the 3. When you buy your floor zone or floor pack now, you will get a choice of these 3. So you need to know your floor, what's there, what's your purpose. You will get the mop and plate, the pole and plate, and 2 fibers. So you get to pick of 2 fibers. Some people just get all 3 because that's what they have in their house. So anyway, tomorrow we're going to discuss the extreme and the strong fibers and what they can do for you, and we'll talk to you later. Take care.